Hello students, welcome to the course named as Database Management System. So this is our first lecture wherein we will learn what is exactly database, what exactly database is. Here I have mentioned my blog address learnspcc.blogspot.com. You can visit the blog and get all the information regarding our subject. Let us start. So these are the contents of our lecture. What exactly database is by looking at different examples. This is the first content is college library, then social media platforms, WhatsApp we use, Facebook we use, and all other social media platforms that we know or we use. So what is DBMS? DBMS is database management system. So we'll see each and every term in detail. What data means? Data means anything which is giving you some meaning. If data is not giving any meaning, that is rough data or raw data, we say it as. Now, data can be a collection of books, data can be collection of names, data can be collection of mobile phones, data can be anything. Data can be mobile, mouse, keyboard, it is also a data. So data can be anything. What is database? So database is a container where exactly the data is stored. I repeat, database is a container where exactly the data is stored. Example, we have n number of books available with us. So we keep all these books in the rack. That rack is nothing but database. Next, database management. So we have huge data. So that huge data is to be manipulated carefully, because if we want to retrieve something, it should be retrieved within lesser amount of time. We'll see how exactly database management will come into picture. And at last, what is DBMS? The combination of all data, database, how to manage database, all these things comes into the subject named as DBMS. So this is database management system. So let us go to the next slide. First example we are going to check is the library. Now imagine a scenario where all books are in a single rack, or all books are kept without segregating, and the scenario wherein the books are kept with proper indexing. Now whatever library we have, or whatever library everyone have, there is a proper indexing. So whenever we go to search for a book of suppose computer science and engineering department, we go to the racks which are belonging to the CSE department. We do not go to the rack which is belonging to the mechanical department or civil department. So every book is kept in a proper way. So arranging books in a proper way is an example of proper management of a data. So all the books is nothing but data, and keeping all the books properly is nothing but data management. Next is WhatsApp. Now each and everyone is using WhatsApp, and we know what is status, we know what are the images or the media which is sent or received in a chat. Now you know, as we keep status, it is live for 24 hours. Now why it is live for 24 hours? Because if we go on keeping the status every day, the database will become full, because each and every container is having some capacity to store. So if the capacity of storage is lesser than the data, then that particular database will not store the data. That's why WhatsApp has kept the limit of 24 hours for any uploaded status. Next is images in chat. So whatever images we are sending to our friend, these images are there for longer time. Now you might have experienced this situation. I'm sending an image from my mobile, and my friend is receiving that image, and within some time I'm deleting that image from my storage. At that time what happens, then my friend will not be able to access that particular image. So that WhatsApp will give message as ask sender to send the image again. In this case, what is happening, WhatsApp is accessing the image from your folder. So database of WhatsApp is very lightweight, because of which WhatsApp is very fast. It is not taking time to receive. It is not taking time to retrieve any type of data. That may be image, that may be data, that may be audio file, that may be PDF file or anything which is sent via WhatsApp. Next is Facebook. Now again, consider a scenario wherein you are uploading the photos and all the photos are stored in random way, versus the scenario wherein you are uploading the photos in a particular album. What you will like? You like the random photos or you like the albums? Obviously, the answer will be albums, because arranging the photos in a particular way in albums is very interesting, and later on we can search, later on we can retrieve these photos, later on we can navigate all these photos, and we'll come to know when we have clicked the photos what is the memory behind this by looking at the name of the album. So album plays very much important role. So album is what? Arranging the data in proper manner. Yes, obviously. Album gives the arranging the data in the proper manner at the database, and from the database you will get all the images every time whenever you check, using mobile, using machine, using Apple machine, or using anything which is connected to the network. So this is the example of Facebook, wherein we are comparing the arrangement of data in scattered way and the arrangement of data in a proper way. So random photos is the scattered way, and albums is the proper way, or a properly managed database. So you can imagine, if you check a particular photo and it is not named with any album, then you will have to recall where exactly this photo is taken. So random photos is always not good compared to the albums. So each and everyone will definitely prefer for albums. So this is how a database is used while storing your images by the Facebook. Let us go to the next slide. Before concluding, I would like to add some more social medias. We know LinkedIn, we know Instagram, we know much more social media platforms. Now each and every social media platform is storing something. Where it is storing? You are not at all worried about that. You just log into the Instagram and you just upload a photo of yours and you check how many likes are there for your photo. But where exactly the photo is stored? The photo is stored in the database. As whenever or from any location at any time, when you log in by using a particular username and password, then you can access the same data, same photos every time. Why this is happening? This is happening because for your username and password, a proper database is maintained at the backside. What is happening over there? There is storage of all the data which you have uploaded. Where exactly it is stored? It is stored at the database only. So you might have understood that every day, everything is working using database only. But we were not knowing that this particular part is called as database. So whatever we are accessing is stored in the database only. Whatever we are accessing online, rather I can say, whatever we are accessing online is stored in the database. From the database, we are fetching that particular data. I hope you understood the basic concept behind database, where exactly we are using in our day-to-day life. That also we have seen using different examples. So library was non-technical example, but all the social media platforms are the technical examples wherein the data is stored in the database. I hope everything is clear. We are at the end of the lecture. Concluding remark is, thus we have understood the importance of database in our life. Thank you. Happy learning. Do visit the blog learnspcc.blogspot.com. Here you can get all the study material of your course, Database Management System. Thank you. Thank you for listening to the lecture. We'll meet in the next lecture.